Hi guys, it's Danielle. I first want to apologize. I was supposed to come to you this weekend with something very important, and my weekend did get a little bit backed up, so I'm sorry. And the question I put out there was there's a mortgage lender that's offering 100% financing, and the question I put out was if they're offering 100% financing, no down payment needed, why do I still need funds to buy a house? And quite a few people ask, and that's exactly what I wanted to provide for you guys today. Because with buying a house, there's two sides. I almost call it a fence. On one side of the fence, you have your down payment for your mortgage company, fees that are paid to them up front the day that you're going to close. And then on the other side of the fence, there are other monetary funds that are required same day before you can get the keys to your house. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. Now, what's funny is, as a real estate agent, these are things that are not information I have direct ability to make any changes to. These are all based on the mortgage company you choose and other factors that I'm going to discuss with you. But I wanted to provide just a little bit of it for you so that you understand when you start the process to buying a house, you understand why more money is needed, which is also why I like the mortgage program that's offering no down payment at the moment, because it allows you to take the money you would have put down payment for your house and use it for these other funds that are still required and still be able to buy your house with a little bit less money, which is what I like. So some of the terms you've heard me use before are things like earnest money, inspection, and appraisal funds. These are things you need all within the first 7 days when you want to buy a house and you found one that you like. After going in and out, seeing which ones you do and you don't like, when you found the ones that you're saying, this is where I want to live for the next certain amount of years. That amount of money is due that day, 3 days. The first one is the earnest money, which could be $1,000 or more, due normally within the first 3 days. The inspection funds is $300 to $400, depending on the size of the house you're looking at, where the inspector is going to inspect it top to bottom. And then the appraisal fee, where the appraiser from your mortgage company is going to go out and tell you how much the value of your house is, which tells them how much money they're going to let you borrow to buy your house. Those things are needed right from the beginning. It's average about $2,000. Your earnest money and appraisal fee. Your earnest money will be something that if it's funds that are calculated total that you need when you get ready to close, your earnest money, that $1,000 or more, will be included in those fees. Now, outside of that, what we call closing costs. These costs add up from different things. And here are a few of the things that they add. And I am reading them because I took some notes so to make sure I gave you the information. And some of them start with if the property's in an HOA and there's HOA fees. It also starts with the mortgage company that you're using, their fees, such as their application, and additional fees that go with loan origination, those type of things. You'll also have something that's called insurance premium, mortgage insurance premium. It's a high fee, and this is all something that can be discussed with your mortgage lender that will give you more details, but I'm just giving you the breakdown of what the word closing costs means and why it can be a large dollar amount. After mortgage insurance premium, I'm looking at homeowner's insurance, something you have to have in order to get the keys, show the mortgage company you got insurance for your house. And also property taxes. Are you buying your house in January, in June, in December? Those taxes are normally due towards the end of the year. So depending on when you're buying your house will depend on how much of that you need to cover for the rest of that year, and how much the person living there at the time who owned it has already covered. All of that has to be factored in. And then you've got paying your closing attorney. That's the person and the company that is going to go make sure that that title for the house you want to buy doesn't have any liens on it. Nobody else trying to say they owe money when it's sold, so that when you buy it, it's clear, what they call clear title. It belongs to you. So that's part of the funds they get paid for, to go and do that research, and title insurance. This amount can normally be anywhere from 3 to 4% of the total cost of the house. So, where's my calculator? I'm sorry. $200,000 house. That could be roughly $8,000. Now, there's other ways that that dollar amount can be paid. Maybe if the seller is contributing to that. But some of that may come out of your pocket. And you can see why having someone pay 100% of your down payment for you would be good, because using your money that you've saved, started saving, might have had an inheritance, been saving for 15 years, it's your turn to buy a house. You can see why you'd want to be able to take your money and put it towards the closing costs, so there'd be no. This is why you still need money, even if your down payment is covered for you. But now, let's say same $200,000 house times 3.5%, which is what your down payment would be. That's $7,000. If you didn't have to pay $7,000 to buy a house, and you could put it on what we call the other side of that fence, wouldn't it make it easier for you to buy your new home, your new residence, where you're bringing the new baby home, families moving in, whatever your situation is and your resident living is changing, that $7,000 would be covered for you to then take what you've saved and put it on the other side and be able to sit at that table, not as overwhelmed or feeling burdened for something you know you've always wanted to do. But if you have any questions on any of the information I've covered, call me. Even if you're not buying your house for 6 months or in a year, still call me. The more you know right now, the easier it will be when you get ready to buy your house. And that's my goal, so that you have that confidence when it's your turn and we sit down and, we work together until it happens. But thank you for listening. I appreciate the time hanging out with me today. Danielle Chandler Group, real estate agent out here working in all of Metro Atlanta and beyond, because that's what we do, get in the car and drive. So most important thing I want you to know from today is, if you have any questions or any ideas of what you might want to do, call me, text me, any form of communication, and I have no problem helping. Okay? I hope to speak with you soon. All right. Bye-bye.